Welcome to day number 3 of the Clean Eating Sugar Detox group. And hopefully by now you would have been able to get your pantry straightened out and gotten all of the sugar, refined sugars that are in the form of granulated sugar or other kind of sugars out of your home. You would have also been able to get rid of some of the temptations that you may fall prey to as a consequence of the abundance of refined sugars that is present around us. Today, I wanted to talk to you about alcohol. Now, the thing that's very interesting about alcohol is that it can slow down our metabolism, and some sources say that it can slow it down to as much as 74%. So, basically, as it takes time for the alcohol to come out of your system, at the same time, you are consuming some very valuable calories in the form of empty calories. So alcohol provides calories, but it doesn't provide you any good sustenance. So we would like to limit the amount of alcohol that we consume. Now, so not only does the consumption of alcohol give us a lot of empty calories, but it also may rise or sometimes even lower our blood sugar. So, if you're someone who is diabetic or someone who is pre-diabetic, this may be an issue. So we just have to be very careful. The other thing is that when we drink alcohol, we basically stimulate our adrenal glands, and that releases cortisol, which is a stress hormone. It's basically the hormone that the body provides that helps us with our fight or flight. So cortisol, basically, when it's released, it tells our liver to release sugar, because you obviously need sugar for your muscles to function, for you to run away from the saber-toothed tiger. So this is the rationale there. And then insulin comes in to keep the blood sugar under control. So there's a delicate balance between the amount of insulin and cortisol that's released. Now, as the insulin increases and the cortisol increases, then what happens is that you get sudden swings in your blood sugar. And the swings in your blood sugar can basically throw you off completely. And then you may start, if you get to a low, you may start craving those sugary foods and carbohydrates. So if you can eliminate or put alcohol at a very minimum in your diet, that will be definitely helpful towards helping you to wean off of sugar and also to start eating cleaner. So definitely, like I said, limited. So you can potentially limit it to weekends, or you can limit to special occasions only. And then I'm going to post a I'm going to post a picture below that's kind of telling you how much carbohydrates, how much sugar is in each and every one of those delicious drinks that we love to have. Now, don't get me wrong. There are definitely some clean cocktails that you can have that have a very minimal amount of sugar that are great, that are fine for consumption. And what I might do is I might put in the file section, I might put a couple of those recipes so that you can see those and you can potentially have those as an alternative. So hopefully this was helpful to you. Today I just wanted to get across the point that limiting your alcohol or even eliminating it during your detox is probably best. If you are going to consume alcohol, just be aware that there are potentially clean cocktails that you can consume. And whenever you ingest alcohol, you are also stimulating your cortisol, telling your liver to release sugar. And then you have this huge imbalance between your release of cortisol and insulin, and you get blood sugar highs and lows. And when you get those lows, you're going to want to crave those sugar items. So keeping all that in mind will hopefully help you to make a wise decision the next time you go about drinking alcohol. All right. So please comment below how you're doing. Please let us know how things are going in regard to quitting whatever item you decided that you're going to refrain from. And also, if you need any support or any help, my daughter has bogarted the video once again. All right. Okay, have a great day.
Bye.